going on, everybody? Y'all doing good? Hey, good to see you. Where are all the good Christians at? Make some noise. Where are the good Christians at? Oh, there you guys are. Non-Christians? People all the time ask me, how do you write jokes? I'm like, I've been in Birmingham 45 minutes. How do you guys not write jokes? Oh, man, this city is an inspiration. Right by the hotel we're staying at, there's a store in a strip mall. This is the whole title of the store. The store just says Chinese. That's the whole title. No heading or subtitle or nothing. Chinese! Like, what's happening in there? Like, what if there's a store that just said white? Oh, yeah, we have that store, Target. We already... I love this place. Birmingham, listen, we need to talk about your airport, okay? This place, this is an international airport. This is people's first impression of America. You realize that? There's like all of our baggage claim. There's that children's art everywhere. Have you seen this? You go to like France, Spain, it's like Sistine Chapel, Mona Lisa. You land in Birmingham, Dylan, age 6. Colored pencils on construction paper. It's under a lock and key. Who is stealing this? This is people's first impression of this country. You realize that? It's not a problem for anybody. Somebody could realize their whole life, work their entire life, and land in Birmingham, be like, yo, never mind. You're just looking at this art, like, what is your country run by a child? You'd be like... I always like to figure out who's here. I always love figuring out who's here. Here's what I'm gonna do, because I grew up in church. My dad was a preacher. There's a lot of Christian folks in here. I'm gonna say like a Bible verse. If you know it, you just finish it. It's very simple. For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son. Okay, home team. If you don't know that one, please come forward, okay? I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Thank you. Wow, okay. Last week somebody said money. I was like, what do you go to, Joel Osteen's church? What? I'm gonna sing a song. If you know it, you just finish it. It's very simple, just to unite the crowd. Here we go. You're a good Father. Okay, no more. That's it. That's all I need. Okay. Look at the white girls already crying. I love it. Ocean's next. I love Joanna Gaines. Okay, all right. All right. That helps me. What about we are farmers? This is Alabama, that's our national anthem. We sing that before school in Alabama. What about, I don't know if you guys know this, Father Abraham had many sons.
Many sons had Father Abraham, and one of them is still you. So let's just praise the Lord.
No arms, put the arms down, put the arms down. That's why people are scared to come to church, that right there. They drive by the church, oh, we should check that out. Then they drive by the playground, kids walking like that. It's weird, it's a weird thing. I just do, every time I come to Alabama, it's just funny, because I see things different the way y'all see, because I grew up in the South, I'm from here, but I've been gone for a while, and every time I come back, I remember what it's like. Like, we were driving into town, there was like an old, like a trailer park type neighborhood, and they had like the trailer park there had a big, like, just Confederate flag, just like waving the flag, I was like, man, why would you wave that flag? That's like, hey, everybody, second place. That's like saying, hey, everybody, Alabama football fan. Like, you just wouldn't wave it. Oh, I've been waiting a year to tell that joke. I do. I'll tell you the truth about Alabama, because I love coming to Alabama, because I love in the South. You know, men here have like skills, like manual labor. They know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? In Los Angeles, everybody's just weak. No one has any skills. Like, people here are like real job. What do you do for a living, sir? Retired military. Round of applause. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there, sir. Yeah. What about you, sir? What do you do? Fireman. It's a fireman. Round of applause, everybody. It's a fireman. Fireman. I like that. What's your name, my man? Andy. Let's say when you were a kid, it's a little cold outside, you're going outside to play, and you're wearing a t-shirt, and your mom's like, Andy, do you need a jacket? What do you say? Nah! He'd be outside cold. He ain't need no jacket, he's a man! Let's say you're in like middle school, you're at recess, you get a little tussle with your buddies, you come in with a bloody nose, the teacher's like, Andy, what happened? What do you say? Nothing! I don't know what happened between this generation and kids now. Just excuse me, I have a peanut allergy. I'm a very weak person. I can't eat peanuts. I can't smell peanuts. I can't even watch Snoopy. I am very... Like, why the bragging? That's all I'm saying. I know allergies exist. I know it's real. I'm just saying keep it inside. I don't know why these terrorists keep trying to take out big buildings and crowds. Just take out the cell phone towers. We'd all be dead in 2 days. Half of y'all wouldn't even know how to get home from here. What happened? He died in Birmingham. It was at 1%. Men are weak. Everybody knows this. Women are by far the stronger sex. We can all agree on that, right? Men, we're funny because we try to act strong no matter what. Like the other day, my buddies were like eating. They were like, John, we're about to eat. Go start the grill. I was like, all right. I was in the backyard Googling how to start a grill. I'm not starting a grill. Are you serious? I got no, my car was smoking the other day. My dad goes, let me check the engine. I popped the trunk. My dad goes, I can fix this. Go get me the Phillips. I came back with the neighbors. Don't explain it. Do not explain it. Listen, she doesn't get that joke. Let her go. She doesn't deserve it. I'm weak. I'm the first guy to admit I got no skills at all. I had to call AAA the other day because I couldn't open my gas cap. That's where I'm at. I have too much moisturizer on my hands. I couldn't. You know when you pump gas, you click it and the gas pumps for you? I was at a gas station, the clicker was broken. I had to take like 3 breaks. So just like... No skills at all. Women are by far the stronger sex. Here's why women are by far the stronger sex, because of the bathroom lines. After this show, every woman in here will be in line at a bathroom. I'm 35 years old, never waited in a bathroom line once. If there was a line at a men's bathroom, something horrific has happened. What's going on in there? We got 2 sinks and a trash can. Get those in rotation. Speed this up. Women they love the lines. They're just hanging out. Here's a picture of my grandson. They're in there. They got couches in there. Y'all helping each other zip up. What? If a man ever asked me to help zip him up, I'd call the cops, okay? Women just, she's a maid of honor at my wedding. Where'd you guys meet? Bathroom line at Target. Men can't be friends in public. Women can just sit down next to each other, compliment each other. Like, oh, girl, I was in the airport. A girl came up to another girl, complete stranger. She goes, hey, girl, your butt looks great. The girl's like, thanks, Pilates. What? Y'all can do that? Men cannot do that, okay? I tried. Not that, I'm just saying. I complimented another man one time. I was in the airport. You know the train that takes you to the next terminal? We were all packed in there tight, so it was like the holiday. The guy next to me he had a good smell. Like he... I was like, hey man, you smell good. He just left the train. He's like, you psychopath. Men can't do it. We cannot do it. Men, everybody knows masculinity's in trouble. Everybody knows that. But we do these men's retreats at churches. You ever been on one of these, like very overly masculine? Like, John, we're going to go on a men's retreat. You want to go? Are there going to be girls there? They were like, nah. I was like, nah. We were like, we're on the men's retreat, but we're men. We don't retreat. This weekend is men's advance. I was like, we don't have to do this. The whole itinerary is like very masculine. You're like, all right, first, we're gonna have an arm wrestling competition, then we're gonna grill some steaks, followed by a tug of war. I was like, wouldn't it be easier if we all just forgave our dads? We don't need to do all this. Man, everybody's just getting weak, just weaker and weaker. Go outside. Like, I know God said not to judge, but I don't know if he anticipated the type of people that we're gonna be on earth in 2022. Have you ever been outside? Just, everywhere you go, there's a sign, because people are just on the verge of death everywhere. No running, no walking. Here's a curb, step up, okay. Because there used to be no sign. People are tripping and dying. We gotta get a sign on the curb. People are dying. How do we even cross intersections before the... We just had to look and guess? I'm sorry, I get anxiety. I can't make that choice. I just walk up an intersection and say, 8, 7, 6, 5. They don't tell you how long it takes to cross. 30 seconds, 6. I have no idea. I'm not making this choice. Go ask your grandparents. Say, hey, Granddad, at Christmas, ask him, Granddad, how'd you used to cross intersections? Well, let me tell you, son, what we would do is we would just go up to a street and then we would just look. And then if there weren't any cars, we just walked across. My granddaddy's evil, Knievel! Everywhere you go outside, everywhere, there's a sign. You ever seen this sign? Slippery when wet, slippery when wet. Who hasn't pieced this together yet? Wet stuff, I'm sorry. Wet stuff is slippery. You can figure that out in the womb. Like, that's not a great example, but I'm saying, I can't get much traction in here. Like, people just on the verge of death. You ever seen a sign on the railing at the mall? Attention, do not lean on the railing. Why is that there? Somebody must have. We gotta get a sign on the railing. People are dying outside of Foot Locker. Hey, you ever crossed like a train track? Like a simple train track should be very easy. It's like 500 yards out, train track approaching, 100 yards out, train track approaching, 50 yards out, train track approaching, 25 yards out, train track approaching. There's a ding, 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 there's a horn, there's a gate, there's a light, there's a siren. If after all that, you still get hit by a train, God's will has been done in your life. I'm sorry. You were sent as an example to others. I'm sorry. Everywhere you go, it's like my buddy like texted me the other day. He was at the zoo with his kids. He saw a sign at the gorilla cage that says, attention, no kids in the gorilla cage. Because you know what I'm talking about? A couple of years ago, that kid got in there and then they shot the gorilla. Yeah, they shot the gorilla. The gorilla? What? Listen, the gorilla was at work. It was Tuesday afternoon at 1:30. He was clocked in. He was where he's supposed to be. He just comes out every day to... minding his business. And then a kid got in the cage and they shot him. How would you feel if you're just sitting in your cubicle, just typing away at the office, and a Bengal tiger walked in and they shot you? This is where I was supposed to be. I was fascinated by that story. I read the article. It said the Cincinnati Zoo brings in $150 million of revenue, and this gorilla was the central attraction. They shot it. All I'm saying is, this kid better go on to be successful. I'm just saying. If he's 30 and working at Chipotle, we made a bad investment. All over this country, we got these signs. It's only in America. I went down to Peru on a mission trip, like with my church. We were going to go swim in the Amazon River. The guide is like randomly walking by. He's like, hey, if you're going to swim in the river, make sure you swim in groups of 3 or more so you scare away the anacondas. What? I feel like that needs a sign. Everywhere you go, just people on the verge of death at all times. There's a phone app that came out recently, very popular. It's a breathing app. All it does is just inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. It's saving lives. We got signs up all over this country trying to keep people alive that should be dead. I'm sorry. I love Jesus, but we got to take some of these signs down and start weeding some people out, really. I just see, everything outside just drives me nuts. I'm sorry. I try to, you ever had an immature thought sneak into your brain? Just sneaks right in. You try to be a good person, but sometimes it just, you know what I'm saying? You ever been driving to work, being a responsible, mature adult, you see that cyclist on the side of the road? I wonder if I just not kill him, just scare him a little bit. Share the road, share the ditch, but there's plenty of road out. I don't like the cyclists. I don't like their attitude. You know these people, we're going green, we're saving the environment. I was like, no, you got 2 DUIs, okay? This is Birmingham, Alabama. If you're on a bike at midnight, you're an alcoholic, all right? I always had thought I was a good person, and then I realized recently, I don't think I'm a good person. You ever get a reminder sometimes, yeah, it's not the move, you know what I'm saying? I was at the phone store getting my phone updated, getting a new phone. They were like, sir, do you want the notification? Do you want ESPN alerts for updates and scores? I was like, yes. They were like, you want Amber alerts for missing children? I was like, nah, I'm good. Here's when I knew I wasn't a good person. I was at the airport. I got aboard of the plane. I was in the exit row. They're like, sir, you're in the exit row. They didn't do it like that. That would be weird. You're in the exit row. They were like, sir, you're in the exit row. Are you willing and able to help in case of emergency? I was like, yes. But inside I was like, no. I'm not helping these monsters. Are you serious? I'm by the door. I'm out first, okay? Matter of fact, I might close this door behind me. This guy's watching a movie with no headphones. Do we want him? Do we want him? This guy's clipping his toenails. We're not bringing him. Not bringing him. You telling me that this plane is burning, sinking over the Atlantic Ocean? I'm helping strangers? I'm the guy 2 minutes ago, an old lady was trying to put her bag in the overhead compartment. I acted like I was asleep. I just don't like the people on the planes. I just can't with the people. The guy next to me, it was a cross-country flight. The guy next to me, 3-hour flight. No headphones, no computer, no cell phone, no magazine, nothing. 3 hours just. I was like, what are you, just happy? You just okay with your thoughts? I need Spotify to get through a shower, okay? I don't like this at all. I need diversions. I get my cell phone everywhere I go. You ever sat down to go to the bathroom and forget your cell phone? What am I even doing in here? What's the point? It used to be fun to go outside. It was an exploration. It was an adventure. Go to the post office. It's fun. It became so terrible, they created stamps.com to the house. Used to be go to the mall. It was fun. Now it's Amazon to the house. No one wants to go outside. Go to the gym. It's fun. P90X to the house. No one likes to leave because everything outside is terrible. First of all, let me just say, when you get to the front of the line at a McDonald's, can you just be ready to order, please? Just be ready to order. These people look like they just stepped through the closet at Narnia. Oh. What are you doing? It's McDonald's. Go. All I'm trying to do every time I go outside, I'm just trying to figure out how long to put the credit card into the machine. Y'all just make up your minds, please. You get a tank of gas, you gotta put that thing in so fast. Sir, put it in fast, quickly. You better put that thing in faster. No. Damn it. Then you go inside to get a bottle of water. Oh, is there a chip in there, sir? Is there a chip? Put in the, do not swipe it. Put in the chip, sir. We do check. You put in the chip, wait for it, wait. They go on break, they're not even there anymore. Wait. Oh, what? What is this, a tornado warning or a chip reader? Take it out now! You ever taken it out too early? Oh. They were thrilled you took the chip out to back of the line. What? Then you gotta sign the receipt. You ever been here? Sir, receipt signature, we need it. You got a headache, you're like, well, I just wanna get out of here. I'm coming for some Tylenol. Sir, You want to take a gas with this? No. Okay. Do you want a car wash? No. Okay. You on the rewards program? No. All right. I don't. Do you want to give $1 to? No. I got a candy bar one time, and they were like, "You want to donate $1 to diabetes?" I was like, Then you got to sign the receipt. Sir, receipt signature. We need it. You can't leave until you sign a receipt. Here's everyone's receipt signature. What maniac is just in Walgreens? Go! What are we doing in here? The credit card was supposed, I don't know what, the credit card was supposed to make your life so much easier. It's way harder. I have this relationship with my bank. First of all, they called me the other day. They got, "John, we've had some uncharacteristic activity in your account." I was like, "What happened?" They're like, "Apparently somebody transferred some money to savings." It's like true, but hurtful, okay? Your bank was supposed to, the credit card was supposed to make life easier. It's way harder, it's so complicated. I got a parking ticket the other day, $25 parking ticket. Got on the internet to try to pay, got to the website, entered in my credit card number, 3-digit code, name, address, phone number. I got to the end, there's like squiggly number, letter code like thing. I was like who exactly is trying to sneak onto this website and pay other people's parking tickets? What are we doing? Everything drives me nuts, and I can't go outside because the world is being run by minimum wage employees. I'm sorry, I used to be one myself, but they, come on. I mean, raise minimum wage. Listen, when's the last time you've been standing in line at a Wendy's and thought to yourself, you know what? This guy needs to be making more money. Yeah. If we got extra money lying around the economy, let's give it to the nurses and the teachers, okay? We'll start there. Not Ethan, who's smoking pot on break, okay? We don't. I just can't with life. I go outside, I just see, everybody's like, "John, how's all this funny stuff happen to you?" It happens to everybody. My brain just works different. See, my whole life I've seen the same stuff y'all do, but just interpret it in a different way. Very simple. Like, the other day I saw a guy getting arrested by a cop on a horse. No, hold on, you guys have normal thoughts. You're like, "Great, justice is being served." I was just like, that's gonna be an awkward ride back to the station. That thought just snuck in. How does it work? That's my question. My whole life has been happening. I saw I was at a parking spot one time at the mall. I pulled all the way up front. I pulled into the spot. It said, "Expectant mothers parking." You ever seen this? What? Who? You guys are like, "Great, they need to be off their feet." I was just like, who's enforcing this? It's a nice spot right up front. "Excuse me, ma'am, you're not showing. Pee on this stick, please." Okay. I need a pregnancy test hanging from that mirror. Okay, I need. "Oh, really, John? You gonna make fun of expectant mothers? We need it. This baby's the size of an avocado." "Oh, really? I just ate a burrito the size of an infant. I need a spot, okay?" "Oh, you're pregnant? What's his name?" "Pico de Gallo." I just see, I've always been seeing it, even in the most like spiritual times, I mess up sometimes. Like we have, at our church, we have this like meet and greet time where you stand up and meet the person next to you. You know what this is, Ray? I shook this lady's hand next to me. She goes, "Oh, your hands are warm." I was like, "Yeah, they've been in my pants." I was like, I gotta find a new church. We were in Egypt on the Nile River doing like a spiritual, like a biblical, like exploration, a tour. You know what I'm saying? This very spiritual moment, very significant. We were on the Nile River, and the guide was like, "Hey, we're gonna do baptisms." I was like, "Excuse me, have you seen this river? I love Jesus, but my health insurance deductible is $4,000, okay? I'm not trying to be baptized in the name of the Father, Son, and Tuberculosis right now, all right? I ain't Methodist, but I am today. Sprinkle me. You know what I'm saying? My brain has just always worked different. I just see the same stuff. I don't know why it's been happening. I see the same stuff. I was in McDonald's recently and they have Monopoly. You know when they play Monopoly? You guys have normal thoughts. Perfect. We can win a car or we can win fries. I was like, Monopoly? Really, McDonald's? Seems a little disrespectful to your demographic. You think anyone in here knows anything about home ownership or mortgages? Oh, that's a great joke. Get out of here. It's funny. We need to stop playing Monopoly, start playing Clue in here, is what we need to be doing. I don't know why my brain works like this, always has. My mom was like trying to encourage me the other day on the phone. She goes, John, listen, I got an inspirational quote for you, John. Comparison is the thief of joy. You ever heard that? Comparison is the thief of joy. I was like, yeah, comparing yourself to people that are better than you. You know what you need to start doing? Compare yourself to worse people. That is the source of joy. You feel a little chubby, don't go to the gym, go to Golden Corral. You'll feel great. It's so much better. It's easier that way, you know what I'm saying? I just see things different, always have. You ever seen this sign in a neighborhood? Drive like your kids live here, drive. Drive like your kids live. I was like, what if you hate your kids? Why don't you stop putting signs all over this neighborhood, Karen, and start disciplining your children? How about you do that? Matter of fact, make it easier. Just tell your kids, play like there's cars driving through this neighborhood. I can't take it. I just can't take the weakness. Me included, I got no skills either, but the weakness going around this country. Like I was at a church the other day, they had gluten-free communion at church. Who's dying at communion? Can you imagine getting to heaven? What happened? Communion got me. What? Like if you got up to heaven, if you got up to, this is not in the Bible, but I think it's funny that when you check in, you gotta just tell them how you died. It's not in the Bible, but I just thought it'd be a funny idea. Like if you got up, like what happened? Like I died of malaria. I was a missionary in Africa. They'd be like, welcome in, we got a spot for you. Who's next? I got shot in China smuggling Bibles over the border. Welcome in, we got a spot for you. I don't think anyone from America's getting in. What happened to you? I had an anxiety attack because I lost my fidget spinner. Just too weak, dude. Remember back in the day, church? You grew up in church, sir? Remember back in the day, communion was big, a chunk of bread. You used to have to chew. Remember that? It was like... You want to go to lunch? Nah, I'm good. We just had communion. I'm straight. Then it turned into a cracker. It's a cracker now. It's a cracker. It's a cracker. Then it turned into a wafer. We didn't vote on it or nothing. Just a wafer now. It's a wafer. I would not be surprised if soon the pastor was like, hey, we're just going to put a piece of bread up on the screen, okay? Just look at it and take a deep breath. I don't know. If you're allergic, there's a safe space in section 4. Figure that out. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I just can't. That's why I hope we don't go to war. I hope we do not have to ever go to war. I think, first of all, we can all agree on this. We got the best military on planet Earth. The United States, we got the best military. Yeah. Oh, there. Yeah. Yes. True. But listen, if we had to have a draft with this group of 18 to 25-year-olds we got running around this country, just a bunch of life coaches and bloggers will help. I don't want to get my shoes dirty. You ever been shot? No, I've been triggered. Okay. It's scary, but it's true. That is how this country was built. This country was built 18 to 25-year-old men fighting, protecting our freedom. Probably not like that. Don't come into our country. My jeans are too skinny for that. That's like, imagine if the Civil War happened today. If Civil War happened in 2000, win the battle, we wouldn't even make it to the field. All right, men, tomorrow we march. What is that, ragweed out there? Looks like a lot of pollen out on that field right now. Can we delay the battle till April? I am very sensitive. I did not bring my inhaler. Just in the bunker taking selfies. Hashtag Confederate Live. Use the Gettysburg filter! I haven't seen the other soldiers, but they've tweeted me some very hurtful things. Could you imagine that? We wouldn't even make, all right, everybody get a rifle. All right, got a rifle. Everybody get a shield. Nah, I'll just use essential oils. White people, look at me. We have got to stop with the essential oils, okay? That is just entertainment for rich white women. I'm sorry. Ask any black woman. If it ain't coconut oil, it ain't essential, all right? Eucalyptus on my ear helps with my cell phone battery. No, it doesn't, okay? People always get mad at me for like essential oils jokes. Sometimes one lady emailed my website, like, tell John that Jesus used essential oils. Ask him how he feels about that. He probably doesn't read the Bible, but if he did, he'd know about gold, frankincense, and myrrh. I was like, okay, he got that for a gift for his first birthday. Not his first birthday, his birth. Yeah, he's got it, okay. What are you, the mayor? Yeah. This joke's wrong. Okay, sir, I think we could have figured it out. His birth. He got it for a gift for the start, as a present. That's not any better. I'm just saying, he's not endorsing the product. You're acting like Jesus was sliding into people's Facebook messages like, hey girl, got an opportunity for you. Haven't seen you since high school, love to get coffee. That's what these thoughts, they come into my head, I can't get rid of them. That's why I couldn't be a pastor. My dad is a pastor. I could not be I don't have the gift, you know what I'm saying? First of all, let me just tell you, whenever your pastor, pay attention on Sunday, whenever your pastor is telling stories about his kids, as a pastor's kid, let me tell you for a fact, that story did not happen like that. My dad was like, my son John is an angel from heaven. My son John is a gift from Jesus. I'm like, Dad, last night you locked me in the garage, okay? Pastors' kids are bad. Everybody knows pastors' kids are notoriously the worst, but pastors used to be able to lie about their kids, like back in the 90s. You haven't seen my son in a while, he's off of college now. I'll follow your son on Instagram, that kid is in rehab, okay? I just don't have the gift, I don't have the empathy, the compassion to be a pastor. You ever bought like a pair of shoes? You see that silica gel package on there? What does it say on there? Who's eating these? How many people have died? We got to get a sign up on the gel. People are dying, buying Nikes and dying. What? Like if I was a preacher, I was standing right here, you came forward for prayer, and you're like, can I get some prayer? I'm sick. I'll be like, what happened? You're like, well, last night I bought a pair of shoes, and I accidentally ate the gel. I'd be like, get out of my church. People are just weak everywhere. That's those Old Testament Bible stories would never happen today. Never. Could you imagine? God's like, we're going to lead you to a land flowing with milk and honey. If that was today, we're lactose intolerant. Have any bees been harmed in the production of this honey? Are these free-range bees? That's how I read the stories. I just read them like in a different way. I always have. And so, like, you know, it's funny that whenever Jesus meets someone, they'd never have a name. Like wherever he meets them, it's just the description of wherever he saw them. That's their name for the rest of recorded human history. Jesus and the woman at the well. You don't think she's upset at that? First of all, my name's Hannah. Okay, could you put that in there? I was at the well, but I was at the store, I was at the house, I was stopped by the field, so that's not how I would identify as a person. Jesus and the man with leprosy. You don't think he appreciates that? My name's Matt. Who? Matt. Man with leprosy. Oh, what's up, dude? What if when Jesus came back, your name for the rest of history is just wherever he saw you? Jesus and the man in the Denny's bathroom. Oh. Jesus and the prostitutes, they don't get names? Okay, thanks for the feedback. I just read the stories different, I always have. Just funny ideas come to me, like the story of Lazarus. You know that story? You guys know that story? Who knows it? You know it up front? Policeman, you know it? Fireman? My bad. Do you know it, sir? What do you do for a living? Lawyer. Okay, front row, got it. Anyway, that's the show, guys. Thanks. I'm just kidding. You know the story or no? You a lawyer and Christian? Wow. Okay.
I'm joking. God, I didn't mean it. I think I'm sorry. I didn't.
You know the story. Okay, sorry. How does it go? Lazarus died. Jesus called him back to life. It's a miracle, right? Everyone, like, Jesus looks like the hero. It's great, right? Inspirational story. All the loved ones are sad. They're happy again. It's a miracle for everyone involved except Lazarus. Read the story. He was dead for 4 days in heaven. Just up there decorating his mansion. Okay, this is awesome. I can't believe we're finally here. This is great. He had a bum knee. That was fixed. He's walking better, feeling good. You know what I'm saying? Shooting hoops with the disciples. What's up, fellas? Y'all chill? Not the disciples. They weren't there yet. Noah, Abraham. What's up? I can't believe it. Streets of gold, mansions. It's incredible. We're in paradise with God forever, worshiping. No more pain, no more suffering. We finally made it. Just in the mansion. Excuse me. Is Lazarus here? He comes around the corner. Yep. Oh man. Listen. We don't normally do this, but Oh man, listen, we gotta send you back. Back to the Middle East with no air conditioning, sorry. I guarantee you Lazarus was up in heaven watching that whole scene go down. He saw Jesus walking over to his house. He's like, no! It said they were best friends. Jesus and Lazarus were best friends. You ever read a story about them hanging out when he came back? I just see the world different. I always have. I try not to judge people, but it's too hard. It really, it's just like, you ever these thoughts that like sneak into your head? You know what I'm saying? Like you try to be a good person, but it's hard. Like I don't judge anyone for murder. I I never murdered anyone, but like I thought about it. You ever had a murder thought sneak in? Like I read a story on Facebook about a guy that got cut off in traffic, caught up with the guy at the next light, drug him out of his car and beat him with a shower curtain rod. And everybody in the comments was like, send him to jail. I was like, hold on, we don't know what kind of day this guy's had, okay? First of all, why did he have a shower curtain rod in his car? I'll tell you exactly what happened. It was a Saturday afternoon. He went to Home Depot, pick up a shower curtain rod for his wife, came home. She was like, wrong size, had to go back. Picked up a second one, came back, wrong color, had to go back. Got cut off, and he was like, that's it. You ever been right there, Christian or not? You ever been, I'm right here, I am right. I don't judge, I try not to judge anyone that lives any different than me, okay? I don't judge anyone that's gay. I'm not gay myself, but I saw Zac Efron shirtless in Baywatch, and I was like, huh. Maybe this is how it starts. I'm just saying. I don't judge anybody. There's an opportunity to judge everywhere. I just can't do it. I don't judge anyone that's out of shape. It's hard to stay in shape. If you want to go to Whole Foods, you got to pass 7 Taco Bells just to get there. Go into McDonald's, try to eat healthy. You know what? Diet starts Monday. You go into McDonald's, let me get a salad. They were like, what? They don't even know where it is on the menu. He wants a salad. They finally found it. Okay, sir, that'll be $14. What? You'd be like, never mind, just let me get a double cheeseburger. They're like, oh, they're free today. What? Get an orange juice. Go buy an orange juice. You want an orange juice? Here you go, $6. Enjoy that orange juice, sir. You're like, never mind, let me get a Coke. Oh, you want a Coke? Okay, here you go. That thing is so big, you gotta hold it with 2 hands. They don't even have small Coke at McDonald's. They don't have it anymore. What you want, large or wheelbarrow? What you want? It's impossible to stay healthy. It's so easy to be on. That's like, I tried to take a yoga class the other day, $45 an hour for yoga. If you want to sit on your couch for a month and watch Netflix, that'll cost $12. Honestly, those movies, have you seen Netflix? Those movies cost trillions. Yoga, you're sitting on a wood floor trying not to fart for an hour.
Oh, Jesus, please keep this one in, Jesus.
You ever had to pray something like that? Oh, and you had to apologize the next morning. I'm sorry, Jesus, I didn't mean that one. I realized that you can say whatever, any maniacal thing you want on Facebook as long as you end it with hashtag prayers appreciated. That's all you gotta do. Anything you want. Headed over to my ex-boyfriend's house to burn it down. Prayers appreciated.
6 white girls in the comments. Yes, he deserved it. Praying for you. Keep us posted. Praying emoji.
Some things you can't pray for. You know what I'm saying? On trial for murder. Prayers appreciated. What? Hey, you guys married up front? Who's married? You guys married? Where'd you guys meet?
Birmingham.
Birmingham? Just on the streets? You've been telling people that your whole relationship? Birmingham, move on. Okay. Where, a friend or a blind date? You on a blind date? Stellar, round of applause. Blind date, I like that. I like that. And this is before social media or no? So is it really blind? Yeah, it's not, blind dates don't happen today. You're like, let me see her Instagram. I need to look her up. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody should be dating on the internet. Everybody. Everybody is 2022. Everybody, you do everything else on the internet. Why people make fun? I date exclusively online. Oh, John dates online. What are you gonna do? Just walk around town, look for attractive women? What are you, a caveman? Get on the internet. They're all there. It's very organized. There's categories. Date online. What are you doing? Upload a profile photo. Let that thing go to work for you. Go to sleep. It's... What? I'm just saying it's more efficient. Everyone should be dating online. Dating in person is like going to looking for a new car. You visit every car dealership in the city. You get home exhausted. Your roommate's like, hey, you know those cars are on the internet. Same thing. It's easy. You can search age, color, previous owners. It's on. Can I get one with less mileage? Here you go. It's on the site. It's easier. That's all I'm saying. Just don't. That was across the line. Just take it easy. Like, where'd you propose, sir? Where'd you guys propose? Where'd you propose? Atlanta. What is with you in the city, sir? Where'd you get married? Nashville. Okay, sir, we get it. Just don't, listen, if you get engaged recently, just please do us all a favor. Don't set out a save the date, okay? Just stop that, okay? Just text us. We'll put it in the calendar. Yeah, thank you. We'll put it in the calendar. We don't need, first of all, I don't need to stare at your happiness for 9 months, okay? I don't need to do. They're coming in magnet form. Have you seen these in the magnets? You want me to put this on my fridge? You know when I go to my fridge? When I'm sad. I don't need to stare at your happiness when I'm looking for a Hot Pocket after a failed Tinder date. And every single save the date, just in the middle of a wheat field, foreheads touching, eyes closed. Why are you in a wheat field? You work at T-Mobile, Travis. What? And these weddings, I'm sorry, but these weddings, especially in church, are getting longer and longer and longer every season because the girls have these dreams of what they want in their weddings, and then they go to other weddings and they like take things. Oh, I love that, mason jars. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, they just get longer and longer. You go to a Christian wedding now. Welcome in, stand, be seated. Let's pray. Let's cut the ribbon. Let's pour the sand. Let's light the candle. We're taking communion. We're taking an offering. We're taking an offering. It's unbelievable. It takes forever. I was at a wedding. It had to have been 3 hours. Love is patient. Love is kind. I was like, love needs some potato salad. My goodness. This couple, I'm not making this up. I don't know if you probably experienced this. This couple goes, as an act of service tonight, our first act of service as a couple, we are going to wash each other's feet. Do not do this, okay? It's the most disgusting thing I've ever witnessed. He took off his boot. You could smell it in the third row. Ugh! Like, he washed her feet, which is kind of cute. Then she washed his. Took off his boot, like peeled off this wet sock. You know what I'm saying? It got caught on his toenail. Ugh. She like washing his toes, but those like finger toes that are like out, just those tarantula toes, just should not be unsocked at any point. Just scrubbing in between his feet. I was like, No wonder Jesus turned water into wine. He went to one Christian wedding. He's like, I can't take this. That was his first miracle. That was his first miracle on earth. Listen, I don't know if this is true, but I don't think he was supposed to start for another couple of years. They were like, listen, I hate to do this, but we need a miracle down here. This wedding is horrible. I was like, you need a couple bottles of wine? No, 175 gallons. I don't care how Christian you were. Somebody was getting hammered at that wedding. He's like, listen, if you put this story in the book, it's gonna cause problems later. Especially for Baptists. Just everywhere. Christians, we're weird. We just do weird stuff. And plus, I got just one favor to ask. Is if I could just say anything, when you get married, don't sing a Christian song at your wedding. It's uncomfortable, okay? This is a love song. A human wrote a worship song, a love song to God. And now the couple is singing it to each other. You ever been to one of these? You don't know what these lyrics are about. Just, is this about heaven or the wedding night? What? You just add a Christian wedding. I can only imagine. What my eyes will see. Will I sing hallelujah? Probably. I just ruined that song for everybody, sorry. Will I be able to speak at all? Okay, sorry. sorry. I don't know where these thoughts come from. They sneak in. Christians, we're doing too much. We're doing too much these days. We speak our own language. People don't even know what we're talking about. People walk in brand new to church. We're gonna wash you in the blood. I'm calling the cops. What? A lady in my church recently told me she was gonna bathe me in prayer. Listen, no offense, I don't want me, you, and bathing in any sentence together. I had a show in Houston a while back, a show in Houston. It was sold out, big arena show, it was awesome. And somebody called it a bomb threat to my show. A bomb threat. Yeah, I was feeling good because I was like, persecution, getting extra credit. You know what I'm saying? I was feeling good, but a lady DM'd me. She goes, John, I heard about the bomb threat, but don't worry. I prayed a hedge of protection. I messaged her back, I go, we're gonna need more than that. I feel like in the rock, paper, scissors, of prayer request, bombs beat hedges, I think. You wanna call in the FBI? No, we got some shrubbery out here, we're fine. Just very basic ideas that Christians just like love, but no one's ever questioned it, you know what I'm saying? Like footprints in the sand. What is this? John, footprints in the sand. I got a tattoo on my foot, it's an inspiration. Listen, look at me. If you're ever walking along the beach and you see two sets of footprints that have turned into one, somebody just got murdered, okay? There is a dead body buried here, okay? Call the police. This is a crime scene, okay? Just very basic ideas. No one ever questions it, like the 5 love languages. You know this book? That's not the time to cheer. I don't think so. Just a very basic ideas. Like first of all, it took you 17 years of marriage to figure out your wife likes flowers and not hugs. John, I've been reading this book. Turns out my wife likes it when I take out the trash. Yeah, she does. She doesn't like massage time, you weirdo, okay? Just very basic ideas, like Dave Ramsey. You know Dave Ramsey? Just very, I'm nervous about this bit, honestly. Every time I go home, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Dave Ramsey, I'm like, this guy's a genius, better read this book. All right, what do we do first, Dave? Save $1,000. Okay, what do we do second? Don't spend money you don't have. Who is this financial wizard? I can make that joke. Listen, I can make that joke. I used to date a girl that worked for Dave Ramsey. I did. She was very impressed. I kept all my credit cards in different envelopes. It was very... That joke was not for everyone. We just do very basic stuff in like the Christian radio station. Everybody knows the Christian radio. They got a station in town? 93.7. This woman was on it. 93.7. You work there? You work there? You just love it.
Love it.
I don't like the Christian radio station. Is just funny because they're always like in Nashville, they're always giving away tickets. Text in for tickets. They always do this. Text in for tickets, but don't text and drive. Excuse me, where do you think we're listening to this? I think we're all sitting at home, gathered around the fireplace. Hey, shut up, kids. I'm trying to hear Skip and Amy in the mornings. We're in the car. We're all in the car. I think I'm pulling over to the parking lot for God's Not Dead 7 tickets. Whatever number we're on, I don't know. We had a Drake concert in town recently and it was sold out. There's like a ticket lottery to get tickets. My friend Rachel texted me. She's like, hey, I'm trying to get Drake tickets. Can you pray for me? I was like, I don't think it's God's plan. You ever had anyone ask you to pray for something so stupid, you're just like, I ain't praying for that, you know? Because I love Jesus, but like, I'm not praying for your sick cat, okay? I'm sorry. Dog, maybe, okay? Not a cat, okay? They cost $20. Answer your own prayer requests. I'm not using one of mine on you. That's not how it works, but I'm just saying. Like, a lady came up in my church the other day, she goes, can you pray for our son? I was like, what, is he sick? He's in the hospital? What's going on? They go, no, tomorrow he's in the finals of a karate tournament. How am I supposed to pray for that? Jesus, be with all the orphans and widows and missionaries. Also, you know Skylar? Yeah. He's the finals tomorrow of a karate tournament. This is the semifinals, I wouldn't pray, but this is the finals. We just asked that, when he walks out onto that mat tomorrow, would you just direct his feet to kick that child in the face? Just direct his knee into his temple, Jesus, please. Be the great physician you are and render him unconscious. Please do your will in his life. Okay. Like, I'm not, like my aunt, God bless her, she lives down in Florida. There was a hurricane came to town. She texted, she goes, hey, John, there's a hurricane coming to town. We're fine, but don't worry about us. But our neighbors have a $5 million house on the beach and they're very concerned about it. Can you pray? No. How am I supposed to pray for that? Jesus, be with all the orphans and widows and missionaries. Also, you know the Goldsteins? Yeah, from Boca Raton. What's that, build your house in the rock? Nah, they put it right on the sand. Listen, we just asked, this is tough, but when those floodwaters come ashore tomorrow, would you just direct those waters around their house to other smaller, poorer people's houses? I ain't praying for that. Something like, one time a couple at my church asked me to pray for them. They said they were trying to get pregnant. I was like, ugh. How am I supposed to pray for that? I'm not doing this bit. It is. Those you know those like couples that like try to brag that saying they're trying to have a baby? You know these people that announce it to everybody, they're creeping everybody out? We're trying. Yeah. We are really trying. You want to hang out this weekend? Not this weekend. You got to start laughing, especially this everybody's just mad at everything. I was always like my parents were always like disciplining us with the Bible growing up, you know what I'm saying? Not with it, just like with the verses and stuff, with the stories. Like my mom would be like, John, do you think Jesus would hit his brother at the dinner table? You think Jesus would hit his brother? I'd be like, probably not, but I don't think Mary would have locked Jesus in the car to go get a pedicure, so You just gotta start laughing. I was always like, just take laughter with you. That's our only message. Take laughter with you, please. My middle name, it's funny because comedy just happens to me. My middle, John B. Crist on all social media is my name. My middle name, believe it or not, is Barack. True story. He was a judge in the Old Testament. You guys know that? You guys didn't know that, did you? Check your heart. My middle name is Barack. Difference is I got a birth certificate to prove it, but I said. Oh, I knew that was gonna work in Alabama. I'm back. I did both sides. We're even. It cancels out. It's cool. Just like take laughter with you. I was always like making jokes even as a kid. I was very like, even as I was like the funny kid in the family. Like my last name was pronounced Crist. Crist is how you pronounce my last name. Telemarketers like would always call the house. They'd be like, is Mr. Christ there? I'm like, oh, give me that phone. This is my time to shine. I live for it. I was like, hello, is Mr. Christ there? Nah, he's gone. Where's he at? I don't know. He left like 2,000 years ago. When's he gonna be back? I don't know. He told us to be ready at any second. Alabama, thank you so much. My name is John Crist. You guys have been fantastic.